Hardly anything is more painful than going to the gun shop when you're broke. Whether you're just craving a new gun to add to your collection, or you desperately need a firearm for self-defense, having to take that walk of shame past the beater barrel or down to the junker case is always demoralizing. But keep your chin up, you might be strapped financially, or you just cling to the virtue of frugality with both hands. Whatever the case, you don't have to sacrifice quality, performance, or fun factor just because you're on a budget. If you've got just $300, a nice brand new gun is in your future. In this video, I'll tell you about the best options you can get in several categories. Best General-Purpose Pistol S&W SD9 2.0. One of the nicest new striker-fired pistols you can get today is Smith & Wesson's SD 2.0. I say new because these guns have been around for a little while in one form or another. They've only recently been relaunched in the 2.0 trim with some snazzy new upgrades from the preceding model. The SD 2.0 is a mid-size polymer frame 9mm that packs 16 rounds in a magazine. It's easy to use, robust, reliable, and the perfect general-purpose handgun for home defense, training, or just plinking away during a pleasurable outing at the range. Deep slide serrations up front and at the rear make it easy to operate, and new with the 2.0 trim is a redesigned trigger that offers a lighter and more consistent pull, a big advantage for attaining practical accuracy. An underbarrel rail makes it easy to add a light or laser as resources allow, and crisp, clear 3-dot combat sights provide an intuitive and uncluttered sight picture. Compared to some of the high-tech bleeding-edge polymer wonders on the market today, S&W's SD 2.0 might look uninspired, but accessories and flash aren't everything. These guns are dependable and easy to use when it counts. A great first handgun or an option for anyone on a budget. Best EDC Pistol, Beretta APX A1 Carry. The only thing I take away from the SD 2.0 we just talked about is that it is a bit big for concealed carry in a lot of situations. If you want a pistol that is truly capable of deep cover, you've got to have a look at Beretta's APX A1 Carry. It is a thoroughly modern polymer striker gun and one that is packed with great features and advanced technology for a very sweet price. Immediately you'll notice it has a mounting point for a red dot on the slide. What you can't see is that this is a so-called chassis gun, meaning the fire control unit is a serialized component and lifts right out of the frame. Really the grip module, for easy servicing, replacement, or customization. This is a seriously small, skinny 9mm, it's just 0.9 inches wide at its widest point, and accordingly, it's a single stack with a capacity of 8+1 rounds. You're giving up a fair bit of firepower for concealability here. Dimensions are 5.63 inches long by 4.17 inches high, according to Beretta, putting this firmly in subcompact territory. The APX A1 has a crisp, clean trigger that makes getting accurate hits as easy as it can be, and aggressive, wide slide serrations provide maximum traction for running this tiny gun. If you're wondering why such a technology-forward gun from a vaunted manufacturer is so cheap, it's quite simple. These guns didn't really take off, so you can find them brand new for a song. Best rimfire handgun, Walther P22Q. One of the best and most popular rimfire pistols in North America, Walther's P22Q is a 10-shot 22LR. It's easy to use, easy to handle, and shockingly accurate. It's the best way to shoot all day while saving a fortune on ammo, and it's still an entirely worthy training gun for a new shooter or for someone who wants to practice fundamentals that will transfer to their larger centerfire piece. This polymer frame DASA pistol has a manual safety that blocks the firing pin but no decocker. You'll have to decock manually once you put a round in the chamber, or you can just start shooting in single action. I recommend you do just that. The double action pull is heavy and spongy at 11 pounds or a little more. That's really all I can take away from this pint-sized pistol too. The P22Q is very reliable, easy to maintain, and durable. They will shoot and shoot and shoot with very little care, and parts breakages are rare. The ergonomic textured frame has interchangeable back straps so you can adapt it to the size of your hand, and an ambidextrous Euro lever-style mag release and ambi safety make it friendly for righties and lefties. Another nice touch is the underbarrel Picatinny rail, which will allow you to mount a compact light or laser if preferred. Iron sights aren't iron at all, but plastic. Still, they provide a nice, crisp 3-dot sight picture. If you're in the market for a great 22 on a budget, you can't do any better than Walther's P22Q. I've got 3 more great affordable guns for you to check out. Before we get to the next one, do me a big favor and hit like and subscribe if you are enjoying this video. Those 2 clicks do wonders for the channel, and by subscribing you will never miss a single one of our new videos. Thanks so much. Now let's get back to the guns. Best revolver, Rock Island Armory M200. Wheel gun fans aren't going to be left out on this list. It's hard to find a decent revolver in any chambering, under $300 brand new, but don't say I let you down here. The Rock Island Armory M200 is as basic as it gets, rough and ready. This is a 6-shot 38 special with a 4-inch barrel, plain ramped front sight with notched rear, half-length ejector rod under lug, and exposed hammer. If you looked up a generic picture of a double-action revolver in an encyclopedia, chances are pretty good you'd see this picture. The satin black finish doesn't stir the heart, but it does protect the steel from rust, and a Colt-style pull-to-release cylinder latch is on the left side in the expected spot. Grips are hard rubber, finger-grooved, and checkered for a secure hold. The trigger is rough, hitchy, and gritty in double action, around 11 to 12 pounds, and the single-action pull is a bit indecisive but otherwise breaks cleanly at around 4.5 to 5 pounds. It's not going to win any beauty contests. It's not the most refined revolver out there, but what it is cheap and surprisingly reliable. If you've got to have a wheel gun for self-defense on a budget, or you just like cheap revolvers, the M200 fits the bill. Buy with confidence. Best shotgun, Stoeger Coach Gun Synthetic. Nothing beats a shotgun for home defense. Nothing. Shotguns have been around for ages, but if you look at the price tags on tactical and sporting models alike these days, you're in for a serious case of sticker shock, even with seemingly plain pump actions. Rather than rolling the dice on a used gun or going into debt to get a fancy one, why not get back to basics and pick yourself up a good side-by-side double barrel? The 20-gauge Stoeger Coach gun is more than powerful enough for defensive purposes, light, handy, and shockingly affordable when equipped with synthetic furniture instead of the more common wood. Brand new, you can get one of these guns for right at $300. It's rudimentary, all right, but it does have double triggers, one for each barrel, and shell extractors, though no automatic ejectors. A simple bead-up front is your only sighting solution. Just 6.5 pounds unloaded, it's also easy to carry in the field if you fancy a bit of wing shooting or popping off at clays. 2 loads of shot for sure count for a lot, and you'll definitely get them with Stoeger's Coach gun. Best fun gun, Heritage Manufacturing Rough Rider Ranch Rifle. Sometimes a gun just doesn't have to have an obvious purpose or excel at anything to be worth buying. If you're cruising for a novelty or just want a fun plinker that will get plenty of looks and compliments at the range, that is just fine. And if that describes you and you're also suffering from a light wallet, I've still got you covered. Look no further than the Heritage Manufacturing Rough Rider Rancher, now with added alliterative appeal. This 16-inch barrel revolver carbine is exactly what it appears to be. It's a classic single-action style 6-shooter with a barrel stretched way out there to 16 inches, and the grip frame has been modified to accept a straight rifle stock. It looks awesome, is a blast to shoot, and is bound to make you a lot of friends at the range. Despite the cheap price tag, these guns are surprisingly well made, and they also benefit from modern materials and technology compared to the vintage guns that inspired them. I especially like the addition of the manual safety on the left side of the flash shield. That's a standard feature on Heritage revolvers of this kind, but it's especially good to have with a rifle. Other than that, loading and unloading is typical of revolvers of this kind. The Heritage Rough Rider Rancher looks like $1 million and is the most fun you can have ripping off a brick of 22s in the woods, in your backyard, or at the local range. And that will do it for our coverage of our best buy options if you're on a $300 budget. Semi-autos, revolvers, shotguns, and even a unique rifle. Quality guns exist at modest prices for every need. I really want to know what you think about the Heritage Arms Rancher. Will that scratch your itch for a rimfire rifle, or would you prefer something a little bit more traditional? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and before you run off, please remember to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our great upcoming videos here on guns you can't live without. I appreciate you watching and hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye and good hunting.